Welcome to the media system subgroup 2. And then today we'll be discussing, not only discussing, also analyze the Cybersecurity Amendment Bill 2025. Mind you, it's not yet passed, it's still in the debate room. That's why we are here to analyze it, whether it should be passed or not. And I have here some beautiful ladies with me. I would like to introduce them to you as
Precious, Thelma, Eliza, Rebecca.
So you all can bear witness that the 1992 Constitution, Article 162 and 163, gave media and journalists some kind of privileges and freedom, but now it looks like it's about to be infringed. And we are here to discuss this under 5 themes. We have data and child rights, extended powers of state institutions, threat to freedom of speech, financial and operational burdens, and sovereignty. So personally, I feel like this bill shouldn't be passed. Let me take this theme, which is the freedom of speech, for instance. Journalism do take that aspect, and then in the 1992 Constitution that was passed, it gave journalists the freedom to be able to operate without anyone being oppressed or anyone trying to deal with them, or how do I put it, for their work. But I feel like this bill is in a way trying to gag them in a respectful manner, trying to tell you don't do your work well in a respectful manner. Who agrees with me on that?
Yeah, I agree with you, because what you are saying, meaning that when the bill is being passed, investigative journalists cannot operate. For example, there's Anas Armeya. We all know that Anas Armeya is an investigative journalist, and when he's operating, he doesn't show his face, and even when he's recording, it's very difficult for you to know he's recording. So are you trying to tell me that when the bill is passed as a law, Anas Armeya can't carry it because he might be arrested? No, even he might, he will be arrested, because according to the bill,
which has its negative and positives. But I feel like some of the negatives are just too much, and if we should pause, it's going to affect democratic governance and the media systems in diverse ways. Because if journalists, then you know that the media is a system, as we learned in class, and then if one is affected, it's going to affect its whole being. Imagine me as a whole human being having headache, my whole body is going to feel affected too. So if journalists are affected, everyone is also going to get affected too.
But I feel like it should be passed, because when it comes to the data and child rights protection, I think this bill should be passed. Upon recent videos and everything, you know, children are minors and we are vulnerable. So if this bill is passed, it will guarantee the police, especially with the 12-year-old boy who was being stripped and beaten because of money that was 200 cedis. Look at the way he was being beaten. And I think it should be passed, because when it's being passed, the police has the right to arrest and protect the child. And when it comes to that, also it shouldn't be passed in a way though, because it will get to a point, even you as a mother, you can't take pictures with your
and you think it ensures transparency and accountability?
Well, in some cases it does, but in other cases it doesn't, because if we get to a point, I promise you guys, all of us here cannot say anything on the media without being offended.
Surveillance and privacy consent. Looking at Police Power Conferment Section 208, it gives the cybersecurity officiates, the cybersecurity agent, the analyst, it gives them the power and authority to intrude, to seize corrupt activities under this bill. So for me, I want it to be accepted, and it also gives them the power to explain their own rules in their own terms. Looking at how cybersecurity is, for a layman or an ordinary person won't understand its rules and laws. But when you use this Abu Trigger's case as a study, you realize that they have their own interpretations based on his arrest. So for me, I support the bill to be passed.
For me, I don't think it should be passed.
Why?
Speaking from the extended power perspective, the law, this particular bill was basically brought out to check the digital space, transactional, and all those stuff. So even though it has given the Ghana Security, the Cybersecurity Authority, that space to go ahead to be seizing people's gadgets and all those stuff, they do that in a space where they don't have enough evidence to cover it. There are cases where boys were arrested just because they heard rumors that they are into fraud. But when it comes to cases where journalists are being killed because they covered cases that are really, really important and need to be put out there, nobody goes there to check. They just leave it because to them it has helped their needs. It really hasn't helped anybody else, and they don't want it out there.
Yes. But in another way too, the bill shouldn't be done. When it comes to the financial and operational burden, I don't know if you agree with me, because with this, if the bill is being passed into a law, it will oppress the smaller and medium businesses. For an instance, if I'm a Momo vendor and I want to start this business, with the cybersecurity amendment bill being passed into a law, I have to register my business and I have to renew it every year. And there's also a 30% tax on everything that you are doing. So at the long run, I think some people, they will just give up because their income, like the tax and everything being imposed on them is even much higher than the capital categories.
Yeah.
So do you have anything in relation with what I said?
Yes, because it places heavy burdens on these media houses and then journalists. So it's these journalists financially struggles, and then it brings delays in payments from advertisers and sponsors.
Okay, so I think this
is important, but it must be fair, affordable, and well checked. If not, it can protect systems whilst hurting democracy, media freedom, and innovation.
Thank you all for joining us.
Thank you.